Our special guest for today, founder of Be Known Academy, a branding expert, an entrepreneur, digital creator, coach, name it. Let's all welcome again. I am very thankful to have this person on the show. Let's all welcome Katisha Hembro. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for that introduction. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, especially the red lipstick, right?
I know I am a red girl. I got my red nails going. We've got the red lips.
Oh yeah, it matches. Nice. Katisha, I've said this off cam and I'm gonna say it again. Again, it's a blessing to have you on the show with us today. I will learn a lot. I'm sure our listeners and viewers will learn a lot. So again, thank you so much for being with us here in the show.
No, my pleasure. I love doing podcasts and being able to share value and knowledge where I can to help others.
All right. So I'm excited. I know our supporters on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts are excited. How or who influenced you to be in this position you are right now? Because clearly you're teaching, you're guiding, you're reaching out, you're helping people, you're helping a lot. But tell us the story of, your journey. The floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, of course. So I think it's really hard to say that there's a singular person that's inspired me to get to this stage, because I've been blessed to be surrounded with incredible business leaders. So to put it down to one is hard to say. But I guess how my journey began was I actually started culture consulting about 4 years ago. And in that process, I realized how important your network is and how important your brand is. And I started to grow my own brand on LinkedIn for that business. And it just really took off. And that was when I realized, that I actually had something more with the personal branding than actually with the culture consulting, and I enjoyed it more. And then I just organically had people reaching out to me, asking me to help them. And then from there, that's where the Be Known Academy came from.
There you go. Wow. Like straight to the point. I'm so inspired, because guys, she mentioned LinkedIn. Again, I'm not promoting her. She didn't pay me to say this. But guys, aside from me being a fanboy, jump on LinkedIn and check out her account. It's very powerful. There's a lot of values. There's a lot of tips that can really transform your journey towards success. And I'm a fan of branding, and Katisha here is an expert in that field. It sounds easy, everybody talks about branding, but believe me guys, it's not that easy. That's the reason why there's a lot of entrepreneurs, businesses are not being successful, because they don't have that solid foundation right. And Katisha here will help us to really build that strong foundation. Having said that, Katisha, I'm excited to know how to grow a personal brand that results in more sales. There you go. Ka-ching ching. The floor is yours, my friend.
No, and look, I think that's one of the things. Anybody can grow a personal brand and anybody can get viral and have thousands of followers, but that's not what it might be what you want, but for me, I want to be connecting with amazing humans that are in alignment with me, my values, and finding clients through that. So that's what I sort of really niche in when it comes to working with my clients, is actually building a brand that's going to help them attract ideal dream clients. And there is a little bit of an art to it, and there's a bit of a process. It's not a matter of just sticking up a post once a week and then hoping for the best. There is a process behind it, but when you learn what that process is and you're able to execute it from A to Z, yeah, that's where the magic happens.
Wow. You mentioned like two powerful elements there, and let's focus on each. But I don't want to be so technical, but clearly, there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there that, like what you've said, they think that having a brand gets get you in the front row, a lot of followers, a lot of likes, but it doesn't transcend to monetary things. I always say this, but it's not my original. I think I heard it from Gary Vee that yes, you have like 1 million followers, but you can't pay your bills with that.
Right.
You need money, right? And I love the program. I love the core message of what you do. It's not just having a personal brand, but it's having a brand that results in more sales. Any tips that you can share? Not the whole program, because I want people to really sign up with you, but give us teaser tips on how having a solid brand and increasing the chance of you getting leads, making sales.
Yeah, of course. And look, can I just say that I'm actually not afraid to give it all away. So I give everything away. If you stalk me hard enough on LinkedIn, you go through my
Well,
content.
I did, and yes, I can back what Katisha is saying. Yes.
I'm a big believer in honestly giving it all away, because people will still pay you, because what they're looking for is like accountability, the personalized support, and the expertise to know that instead of it taking them a year to do, they're going to pull this off in 3 months. So that would be my first thing. Actually, it would probably be to don't be afraid to give away value, because it actually just sets you as an authority in your industry. It builds that trust, and people will still come and pay you. So don't ever feel nervous around that. But look, when it comes to building a personal brand that you can monetize, so there's a few things you need it. Well, there's a lot of things, but these are, I guess, from a high level, what you want to do. The first thing is you need to get really clear around what your pain points are for your clients. So once you work those things out, then you can start to build a brand that addresses those pain points. So for instance, for me, I guess one of the biggest pain points of my clients, whether that's sales professionals or business owners or people that want to start a business, they don't have enough sales. So their pipeline is dry. So they're looking at the number of leads coming through, and they're like, oh, we're not getting anything through. And they're a ghost online, so nobody knows that they exist. So those are a few of the problems that my clients come to me with. And then essentially from there, so I would then build out, well, first of all, is to optimize your profile. That is extremely underrated. Your LinkedIn page in particular is your free personal website. It's your landing page. I have fallen down the trap of spending tens of thousands of dollars building a website, and you do not need it. You actually just need a really well optimized LinkedIn profile that's not going to cost you a cent, and funnel all your traffic through to there. And I actually have a guide that I offer for free. If you go onto my LinkedIn profile, it'll be on there, and that'll tell you how to optimize your profile so it sets it up like a funnel page for you. So that's the step number 2. So once you figured out the pain points of your clients, the few things you want to be known for, optimize your profile towards that. And then once you've done that, then the next piece is obviously your content. So you need to be posting consistent and regular content. Choose a style that you feel comfortable with and one that you know you can sustain. So if you know you're not good on camera and filming videos, don't choose that as your content style. Do copy, do written posts with maybe the odd photo, but choose something that you can sustain. Now, what's going to happen over time is you will start to generate inbound leads, but it doesn't necessarily happen overnight. And I think this is where a lot of people go wrong, is they give it a crack for a month, and then they're like, I'm getting no leads, I'm going to give up. It takes time. Not to say that it can't happen quickly. Can I tell you, I had a client who had 600 followers when he started with me. And within the first couple of months, he generated 12 inbound leads.
Wow.
So, and it just shows you that you don't necessarily need a huge following in order to really monetize your profile. But in the meantime, while you are building things out organically, you can be doing strategic outreach as well. I'm not talking about connecting with someone and then pitch slapping them 3 seconds later, but actually build the relationships in the DMs and get to know people. And then if you think that there's an opportunity for you to help them, offer to jump on a call with them. You've then obviously got the actual call itself, and then discovery call, and then signing on the client. So I support my clients through that whole journey from A to Z. So I want to make sure that they're getting the leads, their content's on point, their branding's on point, but they're also actually closing the sales. And that's something that a lot of people don't necessarily have down pat, and they think that they've got a leads problem, and it's actually they're not closing sales. So I support my clients around that as well.
Wow. There you have it, guys. That's knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb. Like,
I know that was a lot.
no. That alone can really change our journey towards success. Wow. Well, we have messages here from Instagram.
Oh, wow.
And in a way, you already touched the answers to their question.
Beautiful.
But I will
read them out anyway, just in case.
Yeah, I will read it. There's two questions that really, in the long run, I think they hit the same topic.
Yep.
First is, this is from Trini. She is an entrepreneur. Which is the appropriate and powerful platform, social media platform to use, in 2024. So yeah.
Cool. Okay, so that's a really good question. I would say the platform that your ideal client's hanging out on. So that's what it comes back to. So when I started out in business, my ideal clients were other businesses or CEOs. I'm not going to go spend time on TikTok or Instagram. I'm going to focus on LinkedIn because that's where they're hanging out. My personal preference, obviously I'm a LinkedIn girl. I do promote myself across the other platforms as well. But there's a few reasons why I love LinkedIn the most. One, I find the organic reach is much more better compared to other platforms. So to give you an idea, there's less than 3% of people are posting on LinkedIn. There's actually a supply and demand issue on LinkedIn at the moment because there's not enough content going out. You might have noticed that you're starting to see old content getting circulated again in your feed. It's because there's too many people on there and not enough people posting.
Wow. Well, I didn't know that. So now I get excited because, I'm a LinkedIn person also. But yeah, love that. Another question from Vea. How do you revolutionize your LinkedIn page? So I don't know what revolutionize mean. Maybe let's focus on, improving, making your LinkedIn page powerful.
In terms of I'm assuming the LinkedIn profile, like your individual profile. Yeah. So I guess in terms of to revolutionize it and I guess maybe make it stand out, is you want to take full advantage of all the features on your profile. So things like, making sure you have a nice clear profile photo, making sure that your banner has some sort of a tagline or some indication of what you do. And particularly for business owners, I do recommend putting in there what you solve for your clients. So mine's just getting funnily enough at the moment, and mine will say something like helping you to make bank helping you to make bank, create impact and attract opportunities through your personal brand. So when you land on my profile, you know exactly what I do.
Well, that is something that I would agree on, because whenever you jump on a LinkedIn profile, that banner and that brief detail will give you an overview of what that brand is all about, what are they offering, and things like that. Another question from Mandy. Do you prefer, I'm simplifying the question, okay? Because the question is about having a premium LinkedIn, a paid premium LinkedIn, or a free account. So, your thoughts on this, Katisha.
Beautiful. No, that's a great question, one I do get regularly. So the thing with premium, I guess it's depending on what you're using LinkedIn for. So I always recommend to have premium or navigator as well if you are trying to make sales. And the reason being is it allows you to have these extra features that you don't get on the free version. One of the biggest ones I like is being able to see who's viewing my profile. So my profile over the last 90 days has been viewed nearly by 2,000 people. This is what I mean by you've got to use this as if it's your website. I'm getting traffic of 2,000 people to my profile, right? Now, I couldn't tell who was viewing my profiles on the free version, but what I do is anybody who does check out my profile that I think might be a potential fit to work with me, I'm sliding into their DMs. I'm having a conversation with them. I'm getting to build a relationship with them. And that's another way that you can strategically reach out to a potential prospect without it being awkward or icky.
Love that. Love that. Wow. I learn a lot from that, because, even though I'm running a premium LinkedIn, if someone really asks, you don't want to just give them an answer. You need to give them an overview of like, what is the difference? And I love how you answered that, Katisha. Thank you so much. Before we end, I want you to give us your last thoughts in creating a personal brand. We all know it's important. We all know why. There's tips already. Last thoughts for all the entrepreneurs, creators out there.
I would say authenticity is number one. Like my brand, I've got just shy of 8,000 followers, or I should say community of 8,000. And I know it's because of my authenticity. I'm going to give it to you straight. You're going to hear about the good, bad, and ugly with my journey. And then the other one would be to also make sure that you are constantly providing value and you're in a mindset of service and love. So I'm always thinking about how can I give back to my community, because I know, and this might be a bit woo-woo for some people, but I'm just a big believer in like what you put out is what you get back. So if you're putting out great value, if you're there to genuinely help people, then you're going to receive that tenfold. And that will also be financially as well, can I say?
I love that. I totally agree. Wow. Thank you so much, Katisha. My reactions there, it's just because I'm learning. Second, I really love the answers that you shared, the values, the tips. I know it will really transform our journey towards success. Thank you. Thank you so much, Katisha, for giving us those valuable insights in branding and beyond. But we're not done yet, my friend.
Oh, yes.
No. So this is the part where we play a game. It's a tradition here in the show. We call it the Creative Fast Talk. All right?
Love it. Okay.
How it works, I will ask you or give you phrases, sentences, or questions, and you're not allowed to spend much time thinking what the right answer would be. First word that comes into your mind, boom, shoot. Plus, you need to be honest.
Okay, so is it just one word?
No. It depends. If it's a question, you can, give us a sentence or phrase or story. It depends. It depends on what prepared in front of me.
All right. Just
right. It's supposed to be surprise, So my reaction, your answers, it's not scripted. So it's more like what you've said, authenticity, my dear. So.
No, I love it. Let's do it.
All right. Let's start with something simple. All right. This is very easy. Just to warm you up a bit. First, Katisha, which do you prefer? Sun or snow?
Sun.
Love or money?
Or love.
Okay, I love that. I love that pause.
Well, I think, you know what? I think they interchange. Like, I think they are one. I love love. I love money. And I...
Wow.
I love having both.
Let me just say this, Katisha. In our 313 episodes already, nobody explained their answer in that question, that warm-up question. You are the first one who said you love love, but you love money also. So I love that.
No shame whatsoever around that.
And for all the listeners out there, Katisha is turning red now. A little bit red, a little less than her lipstick, but she's blushing. All right, Katisha. Next, what is the weirdest food you've tried so far?
Oh, maybe kangaroo.
What? Really? You eat that? You're supposed to protect that, right? What?
Yeah, but I was just trying to think. I don't know if there's anything really weird that I've eaten, but I would probably
Can you share that again in the 300 plus episodes? This is the first time I heard someone eat a kangaroo. All right, my dear. What's the story behind it?
I just saw it at the shops, to be honest, and I was like, apparently it's meant to be a really good meat food because it's got no fat, like it's very lean. What? And I just thought, I'll give this a go and see what it's like.
And how the vegan supporters that we're gonna be so angry. No, I'm just kidding. What's the taste?
It's it's a very unique taste and smell even as well, but you have to be, if you can eat steak, like you have to eat it rare or medium rare because it's so lean. If you cook it any more than medium rare, it gets really dry. So yes, but it's not bad. I probably would I would prefer a steak over a over a lamb over a
Why
kangaroo.
not? Why not? All right, that will go into my bucket list. Why not?
Yes.
Yeah,
Eat
I
kangaroo.
will reach out to you. You know,
Of course.
the best guidance in eating kangaroo.
I'll try and find you a decent restaurant so you're not just picking it up from
Yes.
from our
All
grocery
right.
shop.
All right. Next, Katisha, are you a passenger or a driver?
Driver.
Favorite color and why?
Red.
Oh yeah. Why? Why?
Red just makes me feel good. I just feel really like attractive and powerful, and it's bold and it's sexy, and I just love red.
Love that. Love that. Coming from a branding expert,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Bold, sexy, strong.
Yes.
Yes. Next, Katisha, what is something that is always inside your bag when you were a little girl? So something inside your bag that you remember when you were a little girl.
I want to say lipstick. Serious. Always have lipstick on me.
It's a red lipstick, right?
Of course. It might have been maybe pink back then, and I've changed to red since being older. But no, definitely.
Love that. Love that. All right. Well, talk about consistency, right? So there you have it. Yeah. All right. Next, movies or books?
Oh, I'm gonna say movies.
All right. Since you mentioned movies, there's a follow-up question to that, my dear.
Okay.
Name your top 3 movies of all time.
Armageddon. Don't ask me why.
No, I love that.
A favorite movie of mine when I was growing up. I did love the Hunger Games series. I was a big fan of that. And the other one would be, there's a war movie, and I'm just trying to think of it. It was where the fella they were on a ridge, and he refused to fight, but he became a medic, and it was based on a true story.
Andrew Garfield, is that Andrew Garfield?
Oh, can't remember it.
Hacksaw Ridge?
Yes, that was it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yes. Andrew Garfield. I think he's drafted as a private. Again, I may butcher this, but he refused to use a gun, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
So he became a medic.
A medic. There you go. Wow.
It's all based on a true story, and he saved 70 people or something. It was crazy.
Love that. I think it was directed by Mel Gibson, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Wow. Love the top 3 movies. You're a movie buff, eh?
I don't know. I do enjoy movies, but those were definitely the 3 that came to mind. I enjoy war movies. Don't ask me why, but I just think it's the resilience piece, because I really admire resilience, and then obviously you see a lot of that through the war movies. So,
welcome to the club, my dear. All right, next, Katisha, if you were an animal, which animal would you be and why?
Ooh, I'd say maybe a dog. So if I was in a good home, because I feel like most dogs these days live their best lives.
Yeah.
No, I would say it would have to be some sort of a bird, because I'd love to fly.
Oh, love that. Nice.
If it's not a golden retriever living in a double income, no kids household, then I would probably say some sort of a bird, maybe like an eagle or something.
Right. Okay. I'll accept that. Next, Katisha, what is your dream superpower and why?
That's a good one. Dream superpower. Maybe to give people the ability to, my big thing is being brave. So I would love to see I don't know, just sprinkle people with the courage to do the things that they want to do in life.
Love that. That's something new. Yeah, I love that. All right. This last question. This last question can lead into something serious depending on how you take it. All right.
Okay.
If you have the power to bring back someone back from the dead, who would it be and why?
That's a good question. Bring somebody back from the dead. I've been fortunate that I haven't really lost any close ones apart from my grandparents. And I can't really think of. That's a good question. Anyone
Anybody,
famous?
anybody. They can be,
Anybody?
politicians, national heroes, anyone, historical figures,
Anyone that passed?
or you will not use your power. Just
Yeah.
that's the natural order, right?
I'm trying to think of who I would bring back.
We got you there. We got you
You
there,
got me
Katie.
there. Honestly, you because I'm blessed in the sense that
Yeah.
my loved ones are all here, so there's nobody I need to apart from my grandparents. So I guess I would say probably my nanny and poppy then.
Right, right. Well, the good thing with that is there's a follow up question. So
Okay.
you use your power to bring back your grandparents. Imagine this: he's inside a coffee shop and you entered.
Yep.
What is the first question that you will ask him?
Actually, I would probably. So I was thinking of my mum's parents, but I would actually probably bring my dad's parents back because I never got to meet them. So they
Right.
passed before I was born.
Yeah.
So I would probably bring them back and then ask them questions about what my dad was like when he was younger.
Wow. Love it. Love it. Well, I'm sure they're very proud of you. They love you so much,
Oh,
Katisha.
thank you.
Thank
I
you.
hope
Thank
so.
you. I learned a lot. I really enjoyed the time with you, and I know our supporters on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube enjoyed, and they are really excited to continue their journey. I know you have a lot of promotions, Katisha, content, events, programs that you want to promote. Please feel free. The floor is yours.
Oh, beautiful. No, look, I think first thing if you want to is just send me a connection request. So send me a connection request. Let me know that you listened to this, and that's how you came across me. And then if you look on my profile, I've got on there a guide to help you optimize your profile, which is completely free. So jump on there and check that out. And then if you are interested in getting additional support, just shoot me a message or book a call with me, and we can have a chat to see if working together is a good fit.
Wow. And yes, she answers her DMs. She engages and comments. So Katisha here is the real deal.
Yeah, I'm very. I don't even want to admit how many hours I'm on LinkedIn, but yes, I'm very active on. I'm very active on there.
Love it, love it. So guys, please do connect with Katisha. I'm sure she can help you in your journey toward success. Again, thank you so much, Katisha. I learned a lot, and I'm sure our followers, our supporters are now equipped and energized to change their journey toward success. Thank you so much, Katisha.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yay. So always remember, everyone, have a positive outlook in life. Smile. God bless. Bye.